So I'm going to I don't know. I'm gonna have my plans ready in case something happened here because I don't really trust the situation of them with the windows, with them talking about the heat thing and saying I have to use my heat and stuff like that. I don't know if they're gonna find some way to say I have to leave here because I'm not using my heat. You never know what's on their minds here because the people down here, down south, they're freaking racist. Some of them. Most of the people around here are racist. Um, so I have to be on my guard and be ready for whatever situation that's planning, what their plans in their minds, or saying something wrong. Being that she said my house was clean, my house was um, clean and it had nothing on the floor or anything. It was spotless clean. She only complained about the windows. She didn't say nothing about the windows no other time. Now all of a sudden she's saying something about the windows this month. I'm like, oh wow. And I didn't see nothing about the windows. The windows, because of the cold weather, the consolation of the cold weather makes the windows wet, dripping wet. And I don't use my heat because it's not really cold in here. It's like normal degrees, like 57 degrees. That's like a normal. I could see if it was like below that, then I would want to use my heat, but it's not. It's reasonable for me not to use the heat. But to him, for them down here, they think they're used to using their heat and they're not used to the cold weather like I am because I'm from a different culture. I'm from Pennsylvania. I was born and raised in cold weather, around a lot of cold weather all my life. So I'm used to it. So it makes sense. But it doesn't make sense to them, but it should because they know that I'm not from Tennessee. And then they was like, oh, you should run your heat. I'm like, I never heard of a land place like renter say like you have to run your heat if you're paying rent. That doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't have to run your heat if you don't want to run your heat. They don't own the heat. It's in my name right now. And if it was below degrees, I would run my heat. If it was not a normal temperature, but is a normal temperature without using the heat. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I ordered a birth certificate. I got that already. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Just got to keep praying about the situation. Praying, and then if God wants me to leave here sooner, I'll leave. I'll just leave, go wherever.